If I gave you one of those swords and said belt me as hard as you could, I could probably stand there and put up with it for a fair period of time.
Does that hurt you?
No.
By day, Andrew McKinnon works in PR and marketing and is happily married. But on the weekends, he's Sir Andrew McKinnon, a professional medieval jouster.
We wanted to get into his headspace and see how this hobby feeds into his actual life.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello. It's a
Pleased
pleasure
to
to
meet
finally
you.
meet you. Oh.
Is that what we do? So, Andrew, how do you go home and tell your wife that this is now what you want to do with your spare time?
I mean, she always thinks she was ripped off because when she met me, I was a rock and roll musician and I'm now a jouster. And you know, jousting, I mean, it's like rock and roll. It's kind of...
Is it
Andrew? Really?
I think it is. Yeah, no, look.
In what way?
Okay, let me give you some context. In the perspective that it's a very all-encompassing thing, you know, and a good friend of mine once said, you know, you don't try jousting, you either do it or you don't.
This is quite nice. Yeah.
Got my decorative chainmail.
It looks kind of a little bit like my necklace.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually does.
It's
Yeah, I
cool.
feel like Sass and Bide have recreated this at some point. How old are your kids?
They are 13, 11 and 5.
Okay.
And do they love that you do this? Are they intrigued or are they embarrassed?
Yes, all of the above.
You're how old now, Andrew?
50.
Is there any kind of odd reactions?
I guess so. I don't notice it because it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't care if I cared what people think, I mean, I wouldn't have even half started doing this stuff. Yeah.
Is there still a part of you that goes, this is still a childlike thing to be doing, to be playing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And a lot of your motivation comes from those moments where you go, all right, so, you know, I've got to pack my armour in a bag and go to England and joust at a castle. And then inside you're kind of going, whee! You know, like, seriously.
Yeah.
What we do doesn't pay a lot of money. The reward is intrinsic in the activity.
How much money yearly are you putting out on this?
If you want to get a decent suit of armour, probably $12,000 to $15,000. About $7,000 or $8,000 for a decent horse. You can pay up to $20,000. A decent sword probably sets you back $500 or $600.
Have you ever had sex in your armour?
No.
Okay.
Well, think about it. It's the ultimate contraception.
Well, yes. All right, well, good luck with it all.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for your time.
And thank you for having me.
No worries.
Blah, 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 blah.